Hey guys, so we're back. What I've got in front of me here, as you can see, I took the three logs that I showed you last time, got them all milled up, and you can see they produced three very different types of grain, patterns, colors, etc. Okay, so what we've got to do now is figure out which stack do we want to use, because as you can see, the stack that we originally milled up, which is here, is a real straight grained, grayish walnut. It looks nice. It looks real nice, and could definitely be used. I really like this nice figured set here. I thought that really turned out pretty cool. We thought this was the one that we really thought was going to be pretty neat. This actually ended up being here in the middle, which I'm not a fan of. I know a lot of people love it, but it had a lot of spalting in it, okay, which is, code for rot, in my opinion. So, that is a real yellowy, it's got a lot of, neat figure and stuff, and it may, make a cool picture frame or something like that. I don't think I would want an entire project of that. And then the last one is here. There was some neat stuff in this one. That was the one you remember I said had kind of like a lot of quilting and things on it. And it's got, again, if you look there, it's got a lot of neat figure, but it's also got this gigantic, knot ring in it. And I don't know that this stack is usable. I don't care for that stack personally, but I do love this. Just don't know if I have enough of it to do the entire clock. So what that may mean is, again, I got a lot of this over here. Some of this stuff was cut 2.5 inches thick. I'll show you what I've done. I've actually reworked the design. I was going to make that stickly reproduction. Had a kind of an unfortunate thing happen, but a coworker of mine lost her husband. And her husband actually made me some stained glass, a 5x5 square of stained glass about a year ago that I had intended to put in a clock. Just never had gotten around to it yet. So I think what I'd like to do, I went on, just Google and Googled some arts and crafts mantle clocks. And saw several different designs that were, okay. And so kind of threw, 2, 3, 4 of those together, sketched one up. And I think we're going to build that with that stained glass, and I'll give it to her, in remembrance of him. And so anyway, I'm going to kind of change it. So anyhow, because of what I'm doing, I love this. I don't know if I have enough of it. And if I don't, then I'll use this really nice straight grained walnut that we milled originally, and I've got plenty of that. So let me show you what it is that I'm doing, and there we go. And so, I don't know if you can see that, can you? Let me see if I can I zoom? Yeah. So what I'm doing is this. I like I said, I went on Google, and I'm trying to study this thing, sorry. I went on to Google and I looked at several different kinds of clocks, and I just kind of sketched this thing out, right? And here's the stained glass that he made me, a year or so ago, roughly. And this is a clock face I was going to use for that stickly. I don't know if that's going to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm loving that color combination, so I may have to order a new dial. But anyway, that's the glass, okay? So as you can see, I've kind of tried to, represent that there. And I'm just going to do this thing into a couple, into a couple of sections. A clock on the top, little 1-inch, stretcher here, rails and styles, right? There's the glass, and then I got 1 inch by 1/2 inch, rails on this thing, right? Or styles, and then you can see it. I'm not gonna sit here and go all the way through it, but anyway, that's the deal. Kind of sketched out what the side would look like, and kind of tried to get, here's the sizes I think I'm going to need. Kind of a, not necessarily a cut list, but just kind of, what's this thing going to come out looking like? So everything, I think I'm going to mill all this stuff up, as you can see on here, about a 1/2 inch thick. The only exception is going to be that top. I kind of liked it at a 3/4 inch, and maybe, I don't know, I may go ahead and bump it up to a full inch, because now that I look at it again, I'm thinking, man, maybe I want that to match I don't know. We'll play it by ear. You know, what it looks like on paper and what it looks like in reality could be two very different things. So anyway, that's what we're going to do instead. And so again, going to use this glass. May use that face. Don't know. Going to use these plans. Okay. And then in order to do all of that, let me zoom back out. I think that we'll use probably this stack of wood. Again, I would love to use this guy here because it's just awesome. I just don't know in, you know, little, you know, 1 inch wide strips, right? 13 inches long, only an inch wide. Is it gonna get lost in translation, or, you know, is it too much, right? And so probably gonna take a look at that. And do that. So anyway, just want to let you know what I'm doing. You know, I haven't abandoned the project. I did get busy for a few weeks, but that's what I plan on doing. I think what I'll do is lay that stuff out. No sense in bringing you along for that. You know, again, once you have you know, kind of a cut list in mind, a parts list, if you will, I think that you know, it's just time to start laying it out. We'll put it together. We'll see if it looks like that. You know, if it looks as good as what I think that will look like. If it does, then great. We'll give that to her. If it doesn't, you know, with this dial, I don't know. You know, the glass. Obviously, her husband made that for me. So if those two color combos work, I'll have to consult my wife. I'm not great at that. Then we'll get these two pieces in that clock. With that walnut that we milled up, and I think that'll be cool. Again, I probably won't bring you along for all the build process, but maybe I'll do some videos, you know, along the way and say, you know, here it is, just, you know, when the outside case is put together or whatever, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right. So anyway, that's the update. That's all I got. See ya.